Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And yes, I know, okay, you can judge me. I won't say anything. I've been gone for a year of YouTube, and honestly, I missed it. I think even when I was gone, I knew that there was going to be a point where I came back because I love creating content. I love it. It's really my happy place, but I had to step out to make a comeback. I had to step out of my own way to make a comeback. And here I am. Here we are again, family. We meet again. How glorious is that? As you guys can see by the title of the video, this is an episode of the journal. I just thought I should start my comeback with an episode of the journal, and it's all going to make sense, guys. It's all going to make sense, okay? Just get into it, enjoy it with me, and yeah, let's start. So in 2021, I really struggled with suicidal thoughts. I struggled with alcohol. I struggled with really bad anxiety, and I was just a wreck. I was a wreck of a human being. And when 2022 hit for me, I thought I was okay. I thought I was doing well, but mentally, emotionally, and physically, I just wasn't there. Like I wasn't present. And when 2022 hit, I remember late January, I looked at myself in the mirror, and that's when I realized I'm not good physically. Let's start there. I'm skinny and unhealthy because I wasn't eating. I wasn't good mentally and I wasn't good emotionally. And spiritually, I'm gonna add on to that because my relationship with God was very, it was hanging it was hanging by a thread. Child, the devil was coming for me. Like, the devil really thought he had his grip on me, but always as God's child, God is always watching over me even when I'm not fully invested in him, but he's still fully invested in me, and by his grace I'm here today. By his grace. But yeah, so I just, on all levels of being human, I was not okay. So when January hit 2022, I was just like, I have to be selfish, and I think I have to do the most hardest thing that I'll ever have to do, and that was to isolate. I didn't tell anyone. I didn't have a conversation with anyone. I went away for 5 months, 5 or 4 months away from everyone's life that I loved. The only people who were in my life at that point were my parents, and love them as well. I wouldn't be here without them. So yeah, but I'm gonna carry on. I'm not gonna sentimental. Okay, guys, let me just yeah, let's get this going. But I had to do the most selfish thing, and I didn't talk to even my best friend, and she was really hurt by that. But we sorted it out. But she was really hurt that out of everyone, I couldn't like talk to her and tell her. Instead, I just disappeared. So yeah, because I realized that if I'm not selfish in that moment, in that time, I will self-destruct and I will fall victim to my suicidal thoughts. And I really had to come and ask myself a question. Is like, do I really want to die? I had to ask myself this question. I was like, do I really want to die? And then what followed after that was, let me treat myself like I'm dead from the entire world. Let me treat myself like I'm dead, like I don't exist. Because I basically erased every essence of me from social media except YouTube, because I was like, if I come back, I want to come back, okay? And I still want to have my accounts. So I basically was non-existent in everyone's lives but my own. And I started finding myself. I started journaling a lot, listening to a lot of like self-help podcasts, spending a lot of time with my mom and my dad. They were literally my best friends during that time. And oh no Shadow, I know Shadow. I imagine Gule, come on, grip yourself. Okay, my sister. I'm trying to grip myself. But yeah, I spent a lot of time with my parents and they were literally my best friends. Didn't have a boyfriend, I wasn't dating, I wasn't talking to anyone, I wasn't consuming alcohol, but I was really praying a lot because I realized that if I'm gonna do anything, it has to involve God. And God was my confidant, my best friend as well at that time, and still even now. But at that time when I needed him the most, he showed up. So I just did everything. I found new hobbies, right? With my mom. I spent a lot of time with my mom, like shopping, like decorating the house, just, working out. I worked out quite a lot. So I'd have a routine in the morning, a solid routine that I'd follow, and I'd watch shows that really made me smile and made me feel warm inside. So those were the things that I was doing in that period in time. And obviously trying to get like a job was one of them. Try to get a job, pinning my CV together, trying to adult without the external. And then I realized that through praying, of course, and stuff, it was like God said to me, you either choosing the world or you're choosing to be spiritually led. So worldly led, spiritually led. And I looked at worldly led and how far it had got me and how I almost self-destructed trying to follow worldly people. And it just came down to, I want to be spiritually led. I want to be a person who's full of love and compassion and peace and excitement. And I want to have people in my life who bring that into my life and I can give that. So I was like, I want to be spiritually led. I want God to define me. I want God to define my relationships, romantic and platonic. I want God to define success for me. And I have this thing now which I call God ordained success, which for me is I want whatever success looks like from God in my life. That's the success I want. I don't want the success that's like chasing money and I end up being this greedy person who doesn't really know the value of life. I don't want to become that. I want to thrive and be the true essence or true human of what Nungulego was made to be. So yeah, that's what happened. And then after my healing journey, okay, healing never ends, but after that chapter of healing, it was like God said to me, fine, you've isolated, you've been alone and you've kept to yourself. But the real test is, have you truly healed and have you truly learned something if you haven't engaged with people? And as the episode of this title says, you don't have to do it alone. That was literally what God was telling me, is that you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to do life alone. There are people waiting for you to show up. There are people who are excited by you, people who want to learn from you, people who you make smile, and people who you inspire. And for me, it was like, okay, now I have to step out of my cocoon and become a butterfly. I have to jump off the cliff and see the world again and see if what I've learned, what I've taught myself, what I've healed, what God has healed, is it imprinted, right? Because that's the only way you'll know, is when you engage with community. Is it imprinted? But also I learned a very important lesson in that time. Before stepping out into the world, I had to say a prayer. And if you're a Christian, you know about this prayer. The prayer of discernment, prayer of community. I had embodied all these things of being compassionate, embodying love, kindness, just self-awareness, which was my big thing. Emotional intelligence. I'm a very emotionally intelligent human being, that much I know, and I cement that onto my personality, and I love that about myself. And I don't think I'll ever be able to walk the world being like ignorant. I can't do it about my behaviors, about I know when I'm doing something wrong, and I know I can apologize, and I know that when my triggers come, now I can realize them quicker. I'm like, hey, you're being triggered, you know? Hey, you're doing this from a past trauma. Stop. So I'm aware of all those things now much, much quicker, and I can grasp them, and I can bring myself back to me, which I love about myself. But it's like I have embodied these things and I want to attract these things. So I had to pray to God and be like, God, please grant me the spirit of discernment for the people that I do allow in my life from this point going forward. Grant me the ability to see through godly eyes and not through worldly eyes. And that's the prayer that I said. And in 2022, after that period, I have attracted the most genuine people in my life, the most loving people in my life, and I am so grateful, first and foremost, to God. And I saw a quote this year on Instagram that said, come on, what did that quote say? I was like, I have nobody to cut off before going into 2023 because I don't hang with people I don't like. And I was like, yep, yes, finally I can relate, because I don't have anyone in my life who I don't like, who doesn't motivate me, who doesn't inspire me. Everyone who's in my life is literally just a force of joy, a force of ambition, a force of passion. And I'm grateful. I'm really, really grateful. And when I came out of my cocoon, it was hard. Like, it was hard welcoming people back in my life. I'm like, you want to play with me? I'm like, and you know, but I had to get over that, and I had to trust myself, because guys, if we can be sure of one thing, you can't trust nobody. Anyone who has healed and really learned and grown will tell you that in life you can't trust anyone, but who you can trust is yourself. Trust yourself to be wise enough, to be knowledgeable enough, to be blessed with discernment enough that you can weed out what's good for you, what isn't good for you. You need to trust yourself that if I get hurt, I'll get over it, which is another big thing. Trust yourself. Trust yourself to be okay. And that's the one advice I'd give to anyone. Trust yourself enough to be okay. Once you have that on lock, nothing disrupts your energy. That much I can tell you. Once you have that on lock, you won't overcome anything, because in your mind knows now that anything can happen. I'll get over it. Maybe not like this, but at some point I'll get over it. So I went out and I think I started dating again, and honestly, all the people I dated last year, chef's kiss, God's gems, really respectful, very kind, very loving, very sweet. My friendships got better, so I got back and I explained to my friends what had happened and how I felt. And one thing they did is they never made me feel like a horrible human being. They understood. They were like, we get it. And my friendships got better. Last year, I became a better friend. I became a better daughter. I became a better sister to my family, and that was confirmation of you don't have to go through things alone when you have such beautiful people in your life. And I read another quote that said, another form of self-love is allowing yourself to be loved. And so many times we deprive ourselves of being loved because the world, this ghetto-ass world, and some of its ghetto-ass people who come here and tell you, you can do it alone, you're a boss ass, like, Jay, you're the boss, you can do it alone. Yes, you can, but at some point we need community, we need family, we need relationships that bring light in our lives. And you don't want to go through this life not experiencing you don't want to go through this life not experiencing genuine connections, not experiencing what genuine friendship feels like. You know, that quality time with your friends and you guys are laughing and crying and lifting each other up and helping each other out. That genuineness from friends. You don't want to go through life not experiencing that. You don't have to go through life and through things alone. One thing I can tell you is learn to pick the right people for you. Know who you are, know your personality. Okay, know how your mind functions. Journal, sit down with yourself, talk to yourself, learn yourself, understand how you define friendship, how you define a relationship, how you define a relationship with your parents. Define those things by yourself. And if you're a Christian with God by your side, you know, don't go through the world and listen to people telling you, oh, don't have friends because friends break your heart. Come on, guys. Come on. Really? Really? There are genuine people. You just have to be self-aware enough to define what friendship means to you and decide what you are going to allow in your life. But don't go at life alone. You don't have to. You don't have to carry the world by your shoulders. Okay, there is so much love waiting for you at the doorstep. You just need to open the door. Open the door. So open the door. Give life a chance. Give people a chance. Yes, you are strong, but you can be strong with the right people on your side. And that's just the one thing that I wanted to share, is you don't have to go at life alone. There's so much waiting for you. So many experiences and adventures with good people by your side. So that's what I wanted to share. And obviously, I gave you guys a little debrief and a little backstory as to why I decided to go on hiatus. And I hope you picked up some valuable things. And I always say this, my motive is not to come on here and like preach, no, or give advice, no. I just want to come on here and I want us to share, really and truly, because you know that when you have a community, you're not alone. You know that there'll be like one person who's like, bruh, as you're saying what I've been through, you're saying what I was thinking, or I'm relating to you somehow, like, and that's what I want. That's the community I want. A community of love and an embodiment of just being human. You know, I know people are like, give yourself complexes, but complexes can become very destructive things. So one thing, I just give yourself the human complex. Give yourself the grace to make mistakes, the grace to learn, the grace to be, okay, and the grace to grow. Give yourself that grace. So yeah, guys, yeah. Just talking about this, I feel lighter, and I hope that each and every one of you guys who watch this, I hope you go on to find genuine love in your lives, genuine love, genuine connection, genuine peace, because happiness is transient, but peace is everlasting. So you deal better with like the low moments when you have peace, because you know that, okay, I might be going through a rough patch, but it's not going to last forever, is it? No. But really and truly, don't stand high and mighty wanting to be your own Superman. Be soft. Allow help. Allow vulnerability to the right people. Okay, I'm gonna keep saying that because there are some people who really don't deserve you, and walk away. Walk away. You'll be okay. You'll get over it. Nothing is set in stone that you won't get over it. Okay? I'm really like, this is an intense one-on-one. Come closer. Okay? Come closer. I'm coming closer, but you come closer as well. La 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 la. Ngifuna ungilalele kahle. Ungizwe. Ngiyazi ngizwe mncane. Kodwa ngifuna ukuthi ungizwe ne. Never think you will not be okay, because you will be. Never think you will never get over something, because you will. Life goes on. And I'm gonna say a very harsh truth right now, but life isn't waiting for you. So it's either you heal, which is pretty flippin' hard, or it's either you deteriorate, which is also hard. So pick your heart, you know, really pick your heart. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the journal. I just wanted to keep it brief and short and sweet and cute, like me. Yeah, baby. But yeah, yeah, we're making a comeback, baby. So I'm going to try and drop one video per week, and it's going to be a surprise. I'm not going to tell you guys now because I feel like I'm going to jinx it, and then I'm going to get lazy and I'm going to get inconsistent. So no, but it's going to be a surprise, so you guys can look forward to a video every single week, probably every Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, but I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope you learned and you can like take something away from it. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and please do like, comment and subscribe. And yes, I do have a new Instagram page. I'm gonna link it down below. And please guys, do follow me on Instagram, and also I'm going to link my TikTok as well. I barely make content there now, but I'm gonna try and like do something different there. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I love you. You are loved, you are seen, you are heard, and you're valued. Oh yeah, I wanted to say a few things. One more thing. I wanted to say that surround yourself with people who make you feel seen, who make you feel heard, who make you feel loved, and who respect you and value you. Those 5 things, let them be the benchmark to where you set your standard in relationships. If those 5 things are not there, don't have that relationship. Don't prioritize that bond, because it will be to your own demise. Your character matters, you matter, your standards matter. So I'm just going to leave you guys with that. I'm done now. So yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm saying this again. Please like, comment, subscribe, okay? Don't leave this video without subscribing, because you're gonna miss out on a lot.